Friday night, we had some storms come through town and through the county, knocked down a bunch of trees. People lost power for a bunch of hours. Found out that, hey, that generator that I had to power my house, I hadn't run it for a while, so maybe it didn't start. And other ones, hey, it just started in a snap. We've got one, and uh, again, being late in the evening, you usually don't turn it on, you just go to sleep. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on in the Chatham chat list this Monday morning. Chatham chat list went out this morning before 8 o'clock. This morning, what you want to know about the church now, food line, asking for folks that information on it. Posted about that a few weeks ago. Also, there's note from Marianne about students heading to college this fall, that maybe some of the things they need to add to student events planned was to include these students with postings of Amazon wish list that day, or they're provided with links and the gifts that could be delivered to them by Amazon, because there are some students out there. Actually, there's a lot of folks having a tough time with the inflation rate being as high as it is. Gas prices close to $5 a gallon. It's like, holy moly. And then Mark Stinson, one of our regular members from Silcope, he wrote in, someone last Friday sent in a note saying, hey, are folks okay with their gun shows being at our Chatham County Ag Center? And Mark, wrote about a multi-paragraph response saying, hey, you know what? It's a safe and controlled environment for folks to go and learn about firearms and how to safely compare and find the proper firearm for either self-defense, hunting, sport shooting, and it's an educational environment. And we went ahead and actually posted Mark's response on the ChathamJournal.com website, so you can look it up there. Sarah mentioned the fact that, hey, Mr. Gunless, did you pay for the rental of the location? If the folks have paid for the rental of the Ag Center, then they're more entitled than anyone, or as entitled as anyone, to go ahead and have an event that features legal items for sale. And then also, Patty White made note that the fact that it's a diverse, multicultural group of folks that show up at gun shows: male, female, black, white, brown, old, middle-aged, and young citizens of Chatham County and surrounding counties. So that kind of wrapped it up today. We had a short chat list. Chat lists on Monday during the summertime get a little bit shorter because a lot of folks take the weekends off, go off to the beach. Speaking about going off, I actually went out to Morehead City this past weekend. Why? Because Jacques DeFore and two of his sons were fishing in the Big Rock Blue Marlin fishing tournament. Their boat was Weldor's Ark. They didn't come in to weigh any fish. However, on Friday, they did release a blue marlin. The reason they released the blue marlin is they took a guess at the weight of that blue marlin, and they figured that blue marlin would not rank in the top three. And that's the size marlin. Those are the payouts. So since it wouldn't be on the leaderboard, they went ahead and released it. Jacques put out a picture of it. We put it up on the Chatham Chatlist Facebook page. That picture was posted on the Big Rock fishing tournament Facebook page. A lot of comments, a lot of views, and folks saying, hey, that's the proper thing to do, because you want to have those fish, you want to release them back into the wild so they can, hey, they're migratory fish, so they may come back next year and be a bigger fish. So you're taking care of the stock that you have out there. Let's take a look at Twitter. On Twitter, we're at ChathamNC, at Chatham Journal, and at ChathamNC Sports. Cora Food Pantry mentions that they kicked off snack for the summer of 2022. They're basically nearly 1,000 children across Chatham County receive free groceries for the next 2 weeks, and that's to help out because, again, school is out of session, and this is a way to make sure that kids in need are taken care of here in our county. Chatham County News, just some of the things I just noted to you about what came out on the chat list this morning, that's gone out on our Twitter feed, so you can take a look at that. And then the interesting thing, Uh, the Sanctuary Apartments in Pittsburgh. So if you're coming in south into Pittsburgh, they're on your right hand side past the, I think it's Refuel. It's the Refuel gas station. Not It's Refuel gas station, Truist Bank. You go in there. Those apartments sold for $91 million, which Triangle Business Journal figured that out at being $345,000 per unit. And I also understand that the rent has gone up in those units as well. So the rental market here in Pittsburgh is kind of tight. There are some apartments going up at Chapel Ridge over at Andrews Store Road. There'll probably be more apartments coming in, but we're getting the overflow from the rest of the Triangle. So we're not that secluded by what's going on in the Triangle like we used to be. The Chatham Chatlist Facebook page. Let's see, we've got a bunch of stuff on there relative to what I had already read this morning. Jordan Lake Educational State Forest is a wetland ecosystem featuring pines and hardwoods, as well as a wide variety of wildlife. And we reposted that because they had a neat picture of one of their helicopters. So that is cool. Also, we want to let folks know Wood High School honored their all conference. They had Luke in golf. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all conference region in soccer, and in all state soccer, Layla Norano and Lucy Miller, number 8 and number 18, made those. So ladies, congratulations, Woods Charter School. Thanks for being part of the Chatham County community. Let's see, we did mention Sanctuary Place. It's a 264 unit, and again, $345K per unit is what that $91 million worked out to be. We also have on the ChathamJournal.com site, as well on the Chatlist Facebook page, upcoming events at the Ag Center from June 20th today through August 2nd. So if you want to take a look at what's going on there, there's both public and private events going on. Again, private events are private events. Public events are open to the public. Scrolling through here, let's see here. Also had a post about U.S. News and World Report ranked 50 states in 71 matrix across 8 categories, and North Carolina ended up as number 13. So not too bad, and that kind of helps explain why a lot of people are wanting to move to North Carolina. Let's see what else we've got here. We've touched on that. We've touched on this. We've pretty much touched on everything. Oh, except that, look, on the on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GENEFOTO, we've got all our jam session songs up from the Bynum Front Porch jam session that took place on the 11th. So you're able to find that. And also have a couple of videos from the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament. It was at the Big Rock Landing. I took pictures there, and some videos. The videos are up, so you can take a look and get a taste of what that was like. May go back. I'll have to check with Jock and see if he's going back with his boys next year. If they are, may go back out there. Got to have a better idea of what to cover when I'm out there. But hey, Chatham County, have a fantastic rest of the week. Oh, I did also want to add Seaford High School, Northwood, and several of the other high schools are having sports camps going on. Some of them are, half day, full day. There's also some practices going on. Northwood High School football team did some 7-and-7 camps at UNC and at NC State. They canceled their football camp for ECU. As some of you are aware, student athlete at Northwood had passed away. His funeral is coming up this week, and so they opted not to do the 7-on-7 camp at ECU. But with that, let's just wrap it up, folks. Thanks for listening. Hope